Hey everybody, welcome to the Deep Dive Show. My name is Mpho. Our goal with this show is to bring you and I in proximity to the people and ideas that will show us that it is possible and it can be done, and eventually help us achieve on our dreams and on our goals. Today, we have a special guest, one of my favorite entrepreneurs. She graduated from the University of Botswana, BBA Entrepreneurship and Enterprise Development. She is Young Minds alumni. She is the founder and director of Frocrowns, and she is also a Forbes 30 under 30 delegate. So ladies and gentlemen, help me in welcoming back to the show, Warona Kenosi. Welcome to the show, Awa.
Thank you so much, Mpho.
Emma, thank you so much for coming through. This moment is so surreal because of the first time we met. This is actually the first part 2 I've ever had of any guest so far, and I'm excited to go into this one. So walk us through, first of all, your journey so far as Frocrowns. You know, from the time we first talked about, I remember you talked about expanding, and most definitely you have. So walk us through that.
Yes, thank you so much again for the invite. It's always a pleasure to be here. Frocrowns has grown from where we were. Mm-hmm. You know how we started from home. I was operating from my uncle and aunt's study room.
Yes.
But still with the vision of growing it to having a hair studio. We currently have a hair studio now, which we have employed a few people. Beautiful. We have expanded our services to not just styling. We now have washes, we have treatments, and looking into cutting and tinting and all those other hair services. So it's been quite a good journey so far.
Beautiful. So in terms of expanding, even your plethora of services, what were you looking into? Were you looking at, were people telling you, hey, can you guys do tinting? Can you guys do 1, 2, 3? Or it's things that you always had in mind and you always wanted to do?
It's things that we've always had in mind to do, but the assurance that you get is from clients. As you converse with clients, they would say, if you had this service, it would be more convenient. So with that, you are able to get statistics or numbers of people that actually need the service. So if you're going to set up, then you have clientele for that service that you want to add.
Nice. So the numbers, I like what you talked about the numbers. Okay, so you deal with a lot of clients. It's a personal-based business, and I mean, it needs you to be always on point and serving, because an angry customer is
a gone client.
Is a gone client.
Yeah, that's what we said last time. And a happy client is a gone client.
Yeah.
Yes.
So talk to me about maybe those experiences. How do you deal with difficult clients? A client that wants you maybe to do things that, how do you just deal with a difficult client?
Yes. Some of our core values or principles that we operate with or abide with are reliability. You need to serve clients on time when they book. Serve them at the time that you have agreed on. You need to be accountable. You need to be honest. You need to have that respect. Botho hela just as Botswana, you have to have botho, and also just being transparent. And with those values or principles, they apply in all the areas of your business. If a client is unsatisfied, you are able to have a conversation with them. Own up to that mess. Owning up and agree to that is very important, and with that you are able to find an amicable way of solving it. Whether it's redoing a style or refunding, it will depend on what you agree with the client. Yes.
Do you have a story actually where you had to say, I'm sorry for for messing up your hair or what, and then
Yes, we do have those experiences. for every business, in as much as you try, you don't try, you actually make it intentional that you are going to provide good customer service for all clients, do a good job on all clients, but mistakes do happen,
For sure.
and they're just part of the growth journey, even as you expand, because now you have employees who are now going to be dealing with clients, and I won't be dealing with them directly. Sometimes they mess up, sometimes I mess up, but I've had those experiences where we have an unsatisfied client because this is not the style that they wanted. It's what they wanted versus what they got, and we're like, okay, it's fine. We will redo that style for free a year. So we have those cases, yeah.
So how many employees do you have so far? In your establishment?
Currently, we have 3 and looking into finding a bigger space to employ more people, because we are more of, in as much as we want to, our mandate is to have women appreciate and embrace their natural identity. Employment creation is also one of the core mandates of our business.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. I like that you said that. So what do you do on a day-to-day basis? Because now you have employees, and I guess you're not doing a lot of working in the business, but now on the business type of.
I'm still involved and engaged in the business, because I learn from people's experiences or people's mistakes. As the business grows, there's always that temptation to leave it to the people. But even as it grows, you still also need to be present, to see its growth, to see whether clients are happy, to see whether your employees are coping. Are they happy also in the work environment? So
that's basically what you do.
Yes.
You are managing.
Yes, I do manage and do also, because initially, I would be handling everything, literally, from handling inquiries, from running around buying hair, like literally doing the styling, literally everything. Now, at least now there's someone who handles the inquiries, who handles the bookings, who does the washing and does some styles. I do some styles, and also handle now the operations of the business, whether they're making sure that the stock, making sure that the store is always in order, whether employees are okay and whether clients are okay, and handling those queries. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Beautiful. We're gonna pause here for a break, and we'll be back with Warona Kenosi.
You're watching this video. I'm guessing there's some amount of value that you're getting from this video. I'm here to tell you that we have more. We've created a Patreon account. This is a monthly subscription-based model where you'll be investing as little as $5 a month to be able to support our work. And in turn, you will have access to behind the scenes, exclusive content, live shows, and even information on future events. Your investment into us allows us to be able to create more and better content, to be able to push these stories off. It is possible and it can be done. So if that sounds interesting to you, head over to patreon.com/deep dive sessions and become a patron. See you on the inside.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive Show, everybody. We're here with Warona Kenosi of Frocrowns. So we talked about Frocrowns. Now I want us to touch on what we talked about before we went on the break. The whole you now having employees, and how were you able to get into that process of letting go of some work and allowing them to do it so that you can focus on more important work that they wouldn't do ordinarily as somebody that's hired by the business?
For growth to happen, you have to let go of some things. For continuity, for the business to continue, you have to now engage people to take over. For continuity, for example, if I was to have an injury on my hand, what's going to happen to the business? So I got into a stage where I had to train people to actually do the job. And training, it takes a lot, because now you have to train the actual job of styling, and also inject the organizational culture in terms of customer service, how to handle clients, how to handle even the hair. So it's a lot. It involves a lot of things now when it comes to employing people. Yeah.
Most definitely. So what is your because people talk about culture a lot, and sometimes we talk about having a culture. When a company has a culture, it thrives. It has that thing, How do you do that? Like that whole culture? Is it you teaching them what to do, or how do you do that? How do you inject that culture?
Part of being an entrepreneur is totally leadership. As a leader, you're supposed to lead by example. You can't tell your employees to do this, to greet clients with a certain tone, to thank them, to not be on the phone while they're attending them, when you're not doing the same thing. So it all goes with leading by example, and also with every stage, because now they are not maybe used to certain things. You have certain times where you have those meetings, like regular meetings, where you remind them, this is how we are supposed to be operating, and it's not always about you telling them. You have to engage them as well. What is it that they will like to see happening in the business? Involving them makes them feel like they're part of the business. They're part of the family. Their minds are respected, their opinions are respected, and with that you are able to even lead them properly because they feel they're part of the organization.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. So talk to me about startup phase, and now that you have expanded, what is the difference? What is your mindset? What is the mindset change of you as the CEO of Frocrowns, as the director of Frocrowns? How are you thinking now, as opposed to how you were thinking in the beginning when you were doing house calls Olowani?
It's when I was still operating from home, I was hungry to start up, to have an establishment, to have employees. Now, when you get to the experience of having employees, you're like, hey, this is real. Because one, you are dealing with people with a personality, Mpho, character. They've been working somewhere or having something, doing something somewhere, and they are coming with that different mindset or culture. So now you have to bring them into this environment that you want to create, that you want to grow. So you'll have those challenges where now you're dealing with this person,
different mind.
It's a different mind, but at some point you have frictions, but with even those frictions, you iron them out, you talk, you relate, and the journey goes, it goes on. Making mistakes is human. I have employees, they make mistakes, but I don't... You don't crucify them because I also make mistakes. So it's just an issue of relation and creating an environment where everyone thrives.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I know you've done a few collaborations. Talk to me about your favorite collaborations with Frocrowns.
I've done a number of collaborations. I've done photography collaboration with TechViv when I started in the industry.
With who?
TechViv.
TechViv.
Yes.
Okay.
TechViv.
Okay.
And that time I did it with Jessie's makeup. I've also done a collaboration with Designed by Weduke. She does my my apparel. When I started this business, because she was already in the business, she was like, I do clothes. You do hair. It's an image thing. Why don't you style your hair? Style my hair. We put on my garments and we do a photo shoot so that you are able to attract your clients because you don't have a client. And that's how it started, and that's how people got to know about Frocrowns. Yes.
So what is collaboration to you, and what is the value of that in collaboration? What is the value you have extracted from collaboration with all these other players?
Yeah, those collaborations that I just mentioned are just a limited few. I've made a number, and I really appreciate the growth that I've experienced from that. Collaborations they're essential in the sense that they help us achieve a goal with a stronger muscle. You know, for example, I'm in the hair and beauty industry, and it's an image thing. You know, when I have done my hair, I need to have done my makeup. Like my makeup right now, I was done by Beauty with Libby. That's one of the people.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you have your hair done, your makeup done, and you have a beautiful garment, the whole image it becomes wholesome. Unlike I would have just done my hair maybe without my makeup and just putting on something that is just looking the other direction. You know, so collaborations help achieve a lot at once. Yes.
Beautiful. We're going to pause here for a break and we'll be back with Warona Kenosi. Welcome back to the Deep Dive Show, everybody. We're here with Warona Kenosi, and if you have found any value in this video so far, make sure to drop a like below, comment on your biggest takeaway, and subscribe to the channel. Now, Wawa, in your whole, business journey, what is kind of actually right now, since you're now in your 5th year of running Frocrowns, what do you think is looking back, what is the biggest mistake you made?
The biggest mistake I've made.
You must have made few of mistakes.
Yes. The biggest mistake I've made was when looking for a space to operate from. I picked a small space. Yes, but which is not a really big momish, because it helped me learn a lot within that space. So the
business started killing it.
Yeah, so when now I start expanding, I would have learned from that space. But because I think it's a mistake because within the 5 months that I've been operating from that space now, I realize, no, actually, this is quite a small space. It's limiting in terms of the number of people I can employ and the number of other services that I can add to the business. So I think that's the one mistake that I made.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because you run a business that, we talked off camera about the price. It's quite... it's for the working class, to say the least. Do you work like odd hours? Because I'm presuming that maybe somebody has an event and they would want you to come and do that hair. Do you come in? Do you get those calls where you need someone needs you to come at odd hours?
Yes, we do. We do have operating hours, and then we do have express services, which obviously come at an extra fee.
Yeah.
Because we do corporate, casual, bridal, pageantry, and kiddie styling. And you find that with the bridal styling, with the bridal segment of our service, normally you'd find that brides want their hair to be done early in the morning because they want it
to be fresh.
So that's the service that we provide at odd hours. Yes.
Which styling do you enjoy the most?
I think I enjoy mostly it's casual and pageantry and bridal, because it engages my mind and creativity.
Yeah.
I'm able to play around looking at the client's face, the size of the head, the event that they're attending, looking at the dresses that they'll be putting on. So it encompasses a lot of things. So I think those are the services that I enjoy, the styling that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What part of your business do you hate doing? Because I know for mine, there's just a few, one or two, but I just don't like doing. But
I think that's the one thing I looked forward to employing, was getting someone to actually deal with the inquiries and calls, because it used to cause a lot of anxiety, because now you have to deal with calls, you have to now be dealing with styling and other marketing, so it will be a lot. So I think that's the one thing that I really didn't like. When the phone rings, it will just spike my anxiety.
Yeah.
So now I'm happy that there's someone who does it and who does it really well. I really appreciate my assistant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. In your business, in terms of what is the value of marketing? Because usually, there's a lot of people like saying if you do something really well, the world will beat a trap to your door. I probably butchered that saying, but whatever. So, what is the value of marketing and what is the value of marketing? Putting yourself out there.
It's awareness of your product or service. The more you put yourself out there, the more people get to know about you. They might not buy your service, but with that knowledge, they will know someone who needs your service, as and when they ask whether they know whether there's someone who does that for that service. So it's a matter of awareness about your product or service, because even just word of mouth, it's another form of marketing. Doing a good job and somebody actually recommending your work. That's the most powerful tool.
Most
yeah.
100% agree. Now, how do you currently market your business? Which channels do you use and how do you use? Maybe you can drop a few tips. Because you're getting a lot of yeah.
And I think the other thing also I've noticed in terms of marketing is that when you don't do it, it's like people forget about you. So you need to be consistent, because you post once and then you go for months without posting. People don't really engage maybe on your social media platforms. So it's essential that one is consistent, because I've noticed that maybe in months where there was less advertising, you would have less inquiries. But with more marketing, you have more people wanting to know about your service and more people coming in. Yes.
So in your business, say out of 10 people who inquire, how many of them are really going to come and become clients? If I have 10 people call today, how many do you guys turn into clients?
About 5 to 7. Yeah.
50 to 70%.
Yes, because
that's high.
Yes, because with my experience, I've noticed that they inquire because they're interested. There's something that they saw and it's something that they want. So also the important thing also when dealing with inquiries is making clients realize the value that you're going to give to them. Because sometimes you can give them a price and then they feel it's too steep, but you need to make them aware of the value that they're going to get from that service. Yes, it's not just about the money, it's about also the treatment that your hair is going to get, and the look that you're going to have, and the health of your hair, because it's not just about price. If you're going to get your hair done at 50 pula, what are the products that are being used on your hair?
Yeah.
Are they good quality products? Are they good for your skin? But we also make them aware that these are the products that we use, which are healthy for your hair and the growth of your hair, which will give your hair a healthy balance. And yeah.
Okay. So back to my question about marketing. Which platforms are your favorites for marketing your products out there?
Favorite, currently we use Facebook and Instagram, and those are the platforms that we get more clients from.
I mean, your business is a visual. It's a visual,
so you need to be as spot on as much as possible. Even myself, my image matters. So because that's what they buy. Yes, and we are also now looking into going into other platforms of marketing. Yes, on social media and off social media.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you talked about growing your business into I don't know if I got you right when you talked about franchising.
That was outside the thing.
Oh, it's classified.
Yeah, so people are going to.
Anyway, but how would you want to make it become, the growth process? How do you want it to? Where do you want to see it?
Where I want to see the business, with my experience now with having employees, is doing a thorough training in terms of the technical work itself and the work ethics, the culture that you want to have within the business, and expanding it into other areas of the country and growing it internationally. Yes, but still maintaining the same standard or even an upgrade of the standard that we currently have.
Beautiful.
Looking at where the world is going.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna get into a segment called Rapid Fire. It's a new segment that we have. Usually what we do here is we're gonna ask you questions. A few questions, just for the benefit of our audience. They don't necessarily relate to business or what you do. So I think the first question is, what would you do if you were not doing Frocrowns? What would be your thing today?
As when I was growing, I've always loved doing business. So I always told myself, whichever course that I will take, I will enterprise it. If I was to be in humanities, doing languages, I would monetize my skill of doing languages. If I was to be doing whichever course, my mindset has been that I will enterprise it. If I did home economics, then I will enterprise my cooking skills or sewing skills. So that has been my mindset.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So if you could wake up anywhere in the world today, where would you wake up? If you were to wake up today, Helen, where would you wake up?
I don't want to limit myself.
Yes.
I don't want to limit myself, but because I want to find myself in the media and TV industry, and that is booming in the US. I would start with South Africa and then go up the ladder, because you grow with the process. Yes, I think those, I'm not limited to that, but I would find myself anywhere where it makes me grow and progress. Honestly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Great. My other question is, how are you? Where do you stand in Jolokali?
I saw by the face of your look that
I was about to go there. Well, it's out now.
What was the question again?
Where do you stand in Jolokali?
I can't hear you properly. I think there's something wrong with your vocals.
I got it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. What are you listening to, music-wise? Like today, if coming in the car, what were you listening to?
Mostly, I listen to gospel because it keeps me sober and grounded.
But gospel is so wide. Like,
yeah.
What do you? Your favorite?
I think I listen to all genres except rock. Yeah, as long as it doesn't have rock, then it's good to go. I love my a cappella. I love, yeah.
So acapella is the one that's really popping in your phone.
Yeah,
right
it is. And then once in a while you have your piano for the vibes.
yes.
Obviously, yes.
Most definitely.
Yeah, your
most
hip hop
definitely.
once in a while, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is something that you know about yourself that not a lot of people know about you as well, but something you know true about yourself?
Something that I know about myself.
Like
It's something that people know. It's they okay. It used to be something that they don't know, but now they know. It's that I don't take nonsense.
I didn't expect that.
Yes, I laugh and I can play around with you and have conversations, but I have boundaries. I always feel like we need to respect each other's boundaries. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you spend your leisure time when you wanna now relax and unwind from work and or whatever it is? How do you spend your time?
The one thing that keeps me going is music. I love music. I don't know whether I can sing or what, but I really love music because I don't know, it feeds my soul. It keeps me calm. It grounds me. So I sing for a group called Dawn Chorus from church.
Yes.
And it's the one thing that on Sundays that I attend, and we have presentations. And also at my other leisure time, I love nature. Yeah, the sound of the birds chirping, looking at animals. I'll go for a game drive, so I think those are some of the things that I do on my leisure time. And I sleep. I love my sleep because I'm always exhausted. So anytime I get to sleep, I use it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's a question that I want you to ask me. Okay.
You can say it.
Okay. I think the question what has made me, and the one thing that has, I usually hear people saying that, self-made, you did this on your own. No, I didn't do it on my own. It's through the support of my family, mentally being there for me, advising me.
Beautiful.
Having that counsel. I'd have my aunt, my uncle counseling me on certain issues of business, life generally. I have my friends who are always there for me when I need them to run errands for me, or when I'm too exhausted, they'll come and drive me, and also God above everything, who gave me the idea, and the idea and actually giving me the strength, enabling me to actually do the job. And also giving me the wisdom of how to run the business itself, So those are the things that have really kept me going. Support system.
Yes. Okay. Be well put. Thanks for that. Well put. Before I ask my last question, you and I went to the same varsity. You actually did the same course.
Yes.
You're just ahead of me. What is the value of education in your life as a business owner?
The value of education, I always say that having that academic background has helped me manage my gift or talent, because now that I'm monetizing it, I'm able to manage it as a business, applying the knowledge that I learned from school. You have to do your finances, you have to do your bookkeeping to know whether your business is making money or not. Marketing, how are you going to put yourself out there? Your strategies on how you're going to grow the business, continuity, how you're going to exit the business and see it grow not just locally but into other demographics, so it helps you position yourself in a business sphere and manage that talent or skill that you have. Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, so my last question is, how do you want to be remembered? As well. In fact, you're answering it again now.
That one is a constant. I just want to be remembered for being me, for being warm towards people, because I believe love is a very beautiful thing. And if there was no love, this world would be a tomb, because we'd be butchering each other. But with love, it comes with embracing each other and caring for each other, being noble, doing noble acts, and having good work ethics. That's the one thing that I would like to be remembered for. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and just being yourself, because you excel better when you are yourself. No one can beat you when you are at your game, because that's your game and that's your ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. No one can beat you at your game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Warona Kenosi. You've just heard about her business. You've just heard about her life. And we've just dove deep into her journey. I hope you guys found some value in this. And if you have, make sure to like the video, share it with one friend, and comment below on your greatest takeaway. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'll meet same time, same place next week. Be great.